Hello, welcome to another INFJ Ramble. Today's recording or topic is going to touch on distractions. So, what do I mean? I feel like every activity that you consciously or unconsciously participate in is a distraction. And a distraction can probably be defined as activities that take you away from yourself. Eating, hobbies, all kinds of things. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think, like, to some extent, we have to distract ourselves to give us some type of break from the reality of our situation, or even to take a break for sure. But I think distractions in excess is a form of self-hate. Think about it. I've noticed that 80% of the population cannot sit with themselves in silence. And to me, and obviously this is my own personal perspective on it, but if you're not comfortable with yourself, then you probably, to some degree or another, hate yourself. That means you're not comfortable with yourself, you can't face yourself, or you don't want to see aspects of yourself that make you uncomfortable, and so you distract yourself, right? I mean, some forms of distraction can also be like learning, can facilitate learning, life lessons, you know what I mean? For instance, like you have to go out in the world and socialize, and then from there you can gauge what is beneficial to you, what is not beneficial to you, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. This is a distraction. This is a distraction. Why do I do it? Probably because I am compensating somewhere on an emotional level. Eating is a distraction. Sleeping is a distraction. Anything is a distraction, and in an extreme form, I feel it is like I said, a form of self-hate. Like, if you can't sit with yourself in silence for extended periods of time, if you feel the need to, like, for instance, like, immerse yourself in work or activities, I feel like you just are not satisfied with who you are in general. You know what I mean? There's an aspect of yourself that you're not comfortable with, you're not satisfied with, you haven't accepted yet, and so you decide consciously or unconsciously to participate in distractions. I was talking to a coworker, and it's a very interesting conversation. In previous recordings, I say I'm a recovering workaholic, and we're talking about why people like work so much. People work a lot for me on a surface level, and was to obtain currency so that I could like travel and create things artistically and other things. There's so many noises going on right now. It's ridiculous. So many noises because this fucking world is so fucking overpopulated, and we're all being pushed into small spaces, and it's a very unnatural way of living, really. It should be wide open areas, and we're being forced into like cubicles, forced into little boxes called homes. It's ridiculous. But anyways, and we wonder why people are going mad because we're being forced to live in unnatural circumstances. But that's like a totally different topic. Let's go back to distraction. So I was a workaholic because I didn't. Bottom line, man. Yeah, I could buy like experiences, participate in things, explore different creative avenues and outlets. But ultimately, I fucking hated myself. And I was not comfortable with myself. I wanted to constantly distract myself so that I didn't have to face myself. And now that I'm not a workaholic, I get to spend so much time with myself. And I realize that people who are workaholics to some extent hate themselves. If you have to constantly immerse yourself in activity, you hate yourself. If you really loved yourself, then you would be able to sit with yourself and enjoy your own company without distractions. I don't know. I'm probably gonna like rattle some nerves or trigger some things in people, but I mean, I don't know. I just want to be real. Let's be real about these things. I don't know. Anyways, if you learned something cool, if you didn't, cool. Blessings to one and all. Amen.